Welcome. Today we are going to study Geography of class 10th, uh, chapter 4, that is agriculture. In this part first, we are going to study uh, about introductory part of the agriculture. Uh, we all know that India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of its population is engaged in agricultural activities. We know that agriculture is a primary activity which produces most of the food that we consume. Besides food grains, it also produces raw material for various industries. Now we talk about types of farming. In different parts of India, the following farming systems are practiced, and these are primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and third one is commercial farming. Now we talk about primitive subsistence farming. This type of farming is still practiced in few pockets of India. Primitive subsistence agriculture is practiced on small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hoe, door, and digging sticks, and family and community labor is used in this type of farming. This type of farming depends upon monsoon, natural fertility of the soil, and suitability of other environmental conditions to the crops grown. The slash and burn agriculture. This is also a part of primitive subsistence farming, and in this agriculture, farmers clear a patch of land and produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish and the fertility of the soil through natural processes. Land productivity in this type of agriculture is low as the farmer does not use fertilizers or other modern inputs. Primitive subsistence farming is known by different names in different parts of the country. It is known zooming in northeastern states like Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, and Nagaland, Pamlu in Manipur, and Dipa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh. And in Andaman and Nicobar Island, also it is called Dipa. Primitive subsistence farming. Uh, Primitive for cultivation is called Bevar or Dahiya in Madhya Pradesh, Podu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, Pamadabi or Koman or Bringa in Odisha, Kumari in Western Ghats, Valre or Valtre in southeastern Rajasthan, Khil in the Himalayan belt, and Kuruba in Jharkhand. On international level, primitive subsistence farming is known as milpa in Mexico and Central America, conuco in Venezuela, roca in Brazil, masole in Central Africa, ladang in Indonesia, and ray in Vietnam. Now we talk about intensive subsistence farming. This type of farming is practiced in areas of high population pressure on land. It is also a labor-intensive farming where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used for obtaining higher production. Though the right of inheritance leading to the division of land among successive generations has rendered land holding size uneconomical, the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative source of livelihood. Thus, there is enormous pressure on agricultural land in this type of farming. Now we talk about commercial farming. The main characteristic of this type of farming is the use of higher doses of modern inputs. For example, high yielding variety seeds, that is we also called HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. The degree of commercialization agriculture varies from one region to another. For example, rice is called a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Odisha it is a subsistence crop. Plantation is also a type of commercial farming. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. The plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. Plantations cover large tracts of land using capital-intensive inputs with the help of migrant laborers. All the produce is used as raw material in respective industries. Now we talk about cropping pattern. We have studied the physical diversities and plurality of cultures in India. These are also reflected in agricultural practices and cropping patterns in the country. Various types of food and fiber crops, vegetables, fruits, and spices, etc., are grown in the country. India has mainly three cropping seasons, that is Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. Now we focus on Rabi season. Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December and harvested in summer from April to June. Some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, and mustard, etc. Though these crops are grown in large parts of India, states from the north and northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are the important for the production of wheat and other Rabi crops. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperate cyclones helps in the success of these crops. However, the success of the Green Revolution in Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of the above mentioned Rabi crops. Now we talk about Kharif crops. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon in different parts of the country, and these are harvested in September to October. Kharif is an important crop grown during these seasons are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, tur, arhar, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, and soybean, etc. are the main crops. You can see the pictures of these crops. Some of the most important rice growing regions are, because the rice is also a kharif crop, and the main regions for this Assam, West Bengal, coastal regions of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maharashtra, particularly the Konkan coast, along with Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Recently, paddy has also become an important crop of Punjab and Haryana. In states like Assam, West Bengal, and Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown in a year. These are Os, Aman, and Boro. Now we talk about Zaid season. In between the Rabi and the Kharif seasons, there is a short season during the summer months known as the Zaid season. Some of the crops produced during Zaid are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Sugarcane is also a Zaid crop and takes almost a year to grow. Now on this part we have some important questions. Uh, these are: how many farming systems are practiced in India? Name them. Write a short note on commercial farming. Name any four rice growing regions in India. What are the important factors in the growth of Rabi crops? List and explain Indian cropping seasons. Write the characteristics of commercial farming, etc. You can practice these questions, and to see the other parts of this chapter and other chapters, please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.